So this is Purplemurasaki, and I'm playing round 3 of GPK against Hidster. Not necessarily enthusiastic about this matchup, particularly not on the draw, since Cosmic Tinkle decks are generally pretty annoying just in general. This is an excellent hand though. I have Tunnel and Dork, Sketches, Announcer. New Wang isn't the best card in this matchup. My opponent's on like not much it can kill, but it's pretty acceptable. My opponent keeps 6, so I really haven't had a ton of time to perfectly examine the deck list, but fortunately my hand kind of plays itself a little bit, hoping to not see Cosmic Thinker here, because Cosmic Thinker would be very bad. And it looks like that's what's happening. So it looks like Hidster's just on kind of a pretty default list. Lots of standard cards. That command, Unraveling Shanjun's command, End of All Things. There's a lot of high-end stuff, which does make it a bit easier for me to get under them if they don't have a Cosmic Sinkhole, but of course they did have a Cosmic Sinkhole, which kind of sucks. So here I make sure not to play the Wayfair Shrine, because that will give them a confirmed target. I'll just play Nebula for Bond. Don't think I need to think too much about that decision. This deck mana is like relatively good, but there are a couple annoying pieces with Jiho and whatnot that make it a bit annoying. So having Announcer hit the Nebula is nice. Oh, I guess that's fair. Decides to confirm the land aura. I think I want to interpret this as him being mana screwed. I guess they are pretty top heavy, so maybe that's just the only 2-drop. What is Zadina? Oh, so 4 mana. They don't actually have green. It's vaguely interesting. I do have a bit of a choice here. I could attack into a potential Bant command, which I guess, no, they don't have green, so no Bant command, evidently. So what am I worried about here? I guess just some default counter spell, or an End of All Things or something. But I think I am free to attack here. Let's go ahead and do that. Not think too much about that decision. And I think I lead with Numawong here. I think the sketches is... That sketches... I think I'll lead with Numawong and see what happens. So I would prefer sketches to resolve. I think I want to bait with this. Obviously no sacrifice here. I don't want to sack the Landor because Numawong can get killed in response, even though I do have a lot of lands in hand, and obviously it's not that big of a deal regardless. So normally they can't actually from the Forest's Heart here, because they don't have access to green at the moment. So I guess, actually no, if they play a unique land, then Hazardina gives them triple green cool for the 5th mana. So maybe this ends up being a mistake, but at the same time sketches might find something similar. Thinking what to do, which I guess is a good sign for me. Because immediately a lot of the cards are pretty awkward here, so this could be something like an Unraveling in their hand, considering whether to use it for draw or scry. Decides not to fire anything off, which I'm not sure if I can take anything with that. They might be mana screwed still. I'm really playing the hard out on turn 3 instead of a color producing land is a bit strange. Okay, draws Nareba. So that's actually fairly significant because one of the big things in this matchup is, not big things, but one of the potential things that could come up is Kaiser, phasing out all legendary stuff. And with 2 legendary lands, that becomes very significant. They decide to animate the Nareba, still land, so no wrong wouldn't matter. Jiho is interesting because that actually kills the Nareba. Oh no, non-land, goddammit. So I guess I lead with sketches, see what happens, force some kind of answer, because Jiho doesn't do anything. I could Numawong, but I can do that after sketches, lead with sketches. They still don't have access to quite a few of their more powerful cards, with not having access to green, but not easy access to green at least. Oh, I would have liked, so I mean, I guess I take this Kali's Abomination here, because I already have a Jiho, and Jiho isn't that great in this matchup. Can't play it this turn, but I guess that's alright. So now, what am I doing here? Am I just sketching? I guess I can't really be punished for it. I guess it is kind of awkward because I guess I'm just fetching ego here if I do sketch. But I could also sketch Pronouncer into Numawong and then sack the sketches, which is interesting. I think I attack first because no Bant command means that I'm relatively safe from everything as far as I'm aware. Just missed that was a creature. see if it's okay if I go back to main as opposed to just... Yeah, so if that's a creature, so I guess I should just be sketching first here. Playing the... They don't have any flash permanents. Yeah, so I guess I just go township or unattach, and then sketches here. And as far as I'm aware, they can't really do anything about this, because they don't have access to green friend of all things. Journey's End. So Journey End's the Numerong thing, which is fine by me. And I get to Bastion, puts it back to bottom, not that I care about it. So now I think now I have the choice of turning Pronounce into Kaizhou or turning it into Numerong. I think I want to turn it into Numerong, sack the sketches, just because I have the follow-up Callie's Abomination. Because I do want to kill this on the Force Heart. Even though it does kind of feel bad to do this, following up Callie's Abomination is probably just good enough. And that does get rid of from the Force Heart. They can't replay it next turn, probably. And next turn I do get to Callie's Abomination, which is nice. Additionally, Numerong does have decent targets in yard now. 1-drop and 2-drop. Especially Journey's End does put at bottom, but that's fine by me. Let's to attack. I think I'd be pretty happy about, but not to attack. So now I do have the choice on my following turn of going Callie's Abomination or Numerong Demigod plus card. I think I just want a Callie's Abomination just because I lose to removal a bit harder with the Numerong. A Forest. Oh, that's Bant command mana, which does make guarding a bit worse. Mountain's a decent draw. That means I don't have fetch, which means confirm is less good. I have plenty of stuff to discard. So let's just fire Callie's Abomination. Hope that sticks. Pick the single. 4 mana, 4 white, Dunes. Oh, 5 white, yeah. So let's X my yard and searching fetches children cards, I guess. But they are empty-handed beyond whatever they fetch here. Is the Children on the Clouds, which I'm okay with, I think. Watching it does mean the Shiho is pretty darn safe. Okay, so I block in this rabbit. Oh, yeah, okay. So this could be a Bant command, which does blow me out a little bit. I do have a discard to Shiho to kill a token, but otherwise, it could also just be a land. I think I'm alright trading off just because I have other things to do with my mana. And I do kind of want a Bant command out of my opponent's hand. I do want a smaller board too because of children. So yeah, I think I'll bite on this. So just an end of all things, so just kind of getting greedy with it. Which is fair. Moves a token for future Shanjuns. But Infiltrate's Ego is a nutty draw. I know they don't have any counter magic in hand, because I know that's a Children of the Clouds, which means I can just slam this and be very happy about it. Also, just don't have any color mana. And I think they're potentially kind of regretting playing this end of all things like that. That's the heart. I guess I just play the Shardstone Rift tapped. No reason to keep it up for Quartz Bed. My life total could matter here. Get a bit of lag, but that's been happening a decent bit. So imagine if they just go past here, I just attack. Ego is quite a good card, my opponent seems to say. I can go straight for the attack here. Confirm. I guess I sack the township here, just because it does ding me. So I guess I'm gaining 4, so maybe that's not as big of a deal. And then I'll go... Then they've used 2 confirm, so I feel relatively safe just going Wayfarers, Shiho, leaving sketches in hand. Maybe I should have fetched first, but they only have 3 confirms on the list, so if they have the 4th here, then so be it. But I want my card draw, so... I also do want something sacked to Shanjuns if they do end up drawing it. I do maybe need to be concerned about... Okay, don't need to be concerned about anything. They do have a couple cards decided on this matchup, Devastator being prime 1. So I guess it's actually less than I expected, because Pronounce is pretty reasonable here. Box Shiho, Box Shanjuns. Ego also does the same. Definitely want Ego that, good example of what it did last game. Baizhou, definitely after that game, I don't feel as high on Baizhou, because I did have the opportunity to get it, and just didn't. I do think I want Meteor Harbinger because they definitely use lands a bit more than I do. Look at what they get on the board. They get an End of Days and some Curse Glances, I guess. Removal Shanjuns. I imagine they'll bring in Shanjuns here, which means I probably do want to keep the Seekers. Let's make Shiho a bit worse. I don't really like Shiho in this matchup just because the God mode gets copied by Confirm, which is really bad. I don't want all 4 Numerongs either. And that should be good. Chomi Rada feels a bit narrow. But yeah, just feels a bit narrow. Just other sight, but that's also a bit narrow. Hegemony Monarch, not enough graveyard stuff. I think I'm good with this. I want to say Numa Wang is better than Kaijao. Could be wrong on the third one at least. Could be wrong about it, but I feel like 2 legendary land just isn't enough. Maybe I want the Shiho or the Numa wrong. I don't know. Anish 2. Yeah, I could see a couple of arguments here on what to come out. I think I'm scared enough of Shanjun's command that I do want the Seekers. Well done. I mean, this is a turn 2 Shiho. I do need to fetch really awkwardly to get it. This is one of the problems with this deck. I don't think I have a red-green fetch land either, or fetchable rather, which makes this especially awkward, so I need to fetch green-black, and then I have like 2 pain lands, and this needs to fetch black. I think I mulligan this. It's kind of, if my lands were better, I think I'd keep it, but yeah, this is pretty ideal. So definitely keeping this. Can bottom the Shardstone Rift, because MSA finds me lands. I have all my calls with Nebula. Don't want too many fetches in case of Confirm. Probably leading off on Valdez here. I did bottom though, right? Leading off on Valdez here as opposed to Sketches. I feel like Sketches is just so much higher value than Valdez as far as Cosmic Sinkhole goes. I'll think about what I name after it resolves. If it does resolve, I feel pretty darn tempted to name Low here. I feel like most of the things I'd be annoyed by here is Low, even though From the Force Heart is kind of annoying. Confirm, okay, I'm very happy with that. Keep me a 2-land at 2. 2-land on the play even. Goddamn Shang-Jun's command. So now the choice of Profane Emissarying or not. I guess I just always Profane Emissary, right? Didn't draw 2-drop because Master is untapped. Yeah, I guess Shiho means I do want to get rid of the Shang-Juns at some point. And at the very least, Profane allows me to force Shihos. I think I do fetch, use Bastion here, just get it out of my hand in case of a Confirm. Grab a Ungama to have nice painless mana. Profane Emissary, see if a Sinkhole is drawn. Let's see if they hit a land. I guess maybe I should, actually this should have been, no, this should have been Nebula. Okay, well in that case, makes it a bit easier. There's no demons I want to fetch here. I guess I could grab Kali's Abomination, but Drug. Pop I don't really want to grab because look at my hand. I guess I just draw normally. Mana Static is fine. So I do want to attack first if they fire the Shanjuns. Because for them it'd be ideal for End of All Things to hit the Fane, Shanjuns to hit the Shiho. Do they have a worldwide Sketches here? I don't think so. I think it was just Shiho. Run them out of cards. Just takes it. And I knew, I guess there's one card that I don't know about, so that could be Confirmed, which means I do want to do this. I have plenty of black sources, so I'll go for red-green here. And just play Shiho, being very prepared to get my board wiped. One Confirm is down. And End of All Things, presumably? Well, it could be Shanjun, set up a 1-drop, maybe. Yeah, End of All. So we do end up in the same situation next turn, where well, I guess it depends on what they draw, because the land does allow them to Bant command. Go straight for the Shanjuns. Black tutor. Maybe Secrets the core they caught? I'm not sure what they're fetching here. Sinkhole, maybe. Yeah, Sinkhole. Renewal Grove. So that means I do have free reign to slam this Sketches, which is somewhat nice, because they don't have the easiest way to move it. The Ego is not all that great, looking down at 2 Bant commands. It's not the worst, if they did use the Shanjuns. Numerong is another possibility. I think I have a Sinkhole too. I think I actually grab Numerong here, Numerang. Does feel a bit bad, but Bant command does kind of wreck Ego a bit, so yeah, 2 Bant commands. If I could summon Ego this turn, I think I'd be more on board, but Then play mana static, resolves, Godstone tapped, right? Yeah. Not the best turn, dig up wild, left sketches down. I do know double bank command sinkhole, and sinkhole is only 3 colors. Profane MSEM. I could just sketches here. Well, I want to just play sketches. Invite a bank command on sketches. Because what sketches can grab not all that much. I guess like a niche to MSA. I guess pronouncer is probably what I grab. And that does fuel the yard for Numawang, which is nice. I do think I want to force something though, and none of these cards force anything. So let's just try to pecking order. I guess I could also do Carnation Petals and all thing. Exile's a permanent. I could play something here and get it sinkholed, but because I know double bank command sinkhole. Again, Profane MSA does die to bank command. Maybe I'm overreading that. I could also I think I do just want to go Shardstone Rips for Quartz Bed, Exile End of all things, because Profane MSA doesn't really do all that much here, I feel like. And then play Shrine, because I do care about mana here. I'm playing a bit slow, which isn't ideal, but I don't really feel like I have that many ways to play fast. I do need to start doing stuff before Nareba starts getting online, but I feel like that's doable. I'm gonna Shardstone Rift. I'll get my decision not to put Manland in the deck. I think I have Manland. As Quartz Bed is my Manland. So I guess let's try to resolve Numa Wang and go from there, because I can play out my entire hand and get the discard. And Numa Wang is a decently sized threat, Can pay for Sinkhole here, because they are only on bank colors, no Nebulas. Do they play Nebula? They do not play Nebula, interesting. This resolve. Don't sack anything. I think I'm willing. This Wayfair Shrine should probably fetch red, I guess. What? Okay, so something's happening. This might just be killing the Numero One, but I guess I could have done that in response to the God trigger. Is this a confirm? Ready for anything? Sure. So that means I can't bank command this turn, which is kind of nice, because it does kind of put them off kilter in terms of mana. But them having ready for anything is not great for me. I guess they didn't play it main phase. It feels kind of weird to me. I feel like you'd want to be playing that main phase. Grab a mountain, I guess. Because I feel like they want to be ticking up to Nareba mana, which playing that on my turn doesn't help them do super well. And they'll probably hit the land drop next turn, obviously, because they'll have 3 draws between the. But I guess maybe they think off for 2 here. I guess they're obligated to think off 2, and I don't really care that much. I'm gonna save resolves. Then I get to go 4-4. I was on board state correctly. I get to go. Get a bank command out of their hand, which I am ecstatic about. Interesting that they don't sack the glue. I guess just some missequencing on their part. So bank commands out of their hand, Sinkhole is still on their hand. Otherwise there's 3 unknowns in the clue sack, ready for anything draw step. I do have a reasonably threatening board state. I do get back Shiho's next turn. Or Shiho, not Shiho's. I have Valdez too, though Valdez, at this point, Valdez is kind of a weakling, after all the nerfs. So next turn I can go God for 3, Shiho, and use Shiho. I think I can read that they probably don't have, I guess the first card they drew off ready for anything was not a confirm. And I guess Shiho doesn't really backfire me too hard if the demigod mode gets confirmed, because and sack Numero Wang. I feel like they'd be in a much better spot if they had 2 bank commands in hand, because there's so many threats they have answer that 4 power. Cataract untapped. They don't have Nereva mana. 5 mana is on the 4th slot. That's fine. See what they decide to do with it. Unfortunately, I did have the incredible foresight to exile the end of all things, to make this a bit easier to deal with. Additionally, the 3/3 isn't. Oh, are they? It's not whether they're just activating Nereva here, right? Just this is just a bank command. Yeah. Knights. Okay, knights and kill MSA. Knights? Wait, why? I guess this is literally just Chanjun's represented the board state. I don't really have a choice but to play into it, but oh, I don't just cast that, right? Yeah, I can't because it gets sinkled. So I just go Numa Wang for 4, X equals 3. Don't really have another play here. if this does get Shanjun, I do kind of lose, kind of. But if it doesn't get Shanjun, then I just win, so... Just straight up results. Okay. I mean, now I'm just in a really good spot, right? Because now I just go draw and discard Video Hamja. And they don't have Bant command, they have Sinkhole and an Unknown. Yeah, Alex Demon's pretty good. I guess I just sit here. I guess I offer the trick. Okay, oh. That is game. Oh, I was super reading into that as Shanjun's command, but I guess, yeah, the not reading card does make it hard to play around it. And then Media Homage draw. I feel like it's pretty winnable. Yeah, I guess they killed MSA, they need to kill MSA. It's interesting seeing the perspective on the matchup. I actually thought maybe I wasn't necessarily an underdog, but I don't feel super good going into this. I guess a lot of cards are a bit blanked. I mean, Shanjun's hit Shiho on turn 3 and 2 did. But I get out alive with 2 pretty straightforward games. I guess they're straightforward. And yeah, hopefully I'll be recording the next match as well. Thanks for listening.